Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Nakabuye Juliet, a student at Mbara University of Science and Technology, and my registration number is 2023 stroke BIT stroke 165 stroke PS. So I'm going to be taking you through some work about database programming, and I'm going to present what we have covered so far since the beginning of this semester. Okay, so we're going to start by creating database. So the syntax is create database, then you put the database name. So my database is library, then you terminate. So let's use this database because we already have formed it above. So say use database and put database name, terminate and enter. So let's create tables. The syntax is create table, then you put the table name. So my first table is table book, open brackets, and then you put in the entities. So you have book ID, its data type is int. So we shall put auto increment so that since it is our primary key, it is our primary key, so put a comma to go to the next entity that you need to work on, which is title. It's also worker, and we have assigned 100 characters for it. It's not now, so it has a certain value which cannot be a 0 or. Then we shall also add the publisher ID for the book. And its data type is int. It's put the number of characters as 20. Okay, I think those are enough for us. We close the bracket, we terminate. Seems like there is an error. On auto increment. we termin we shall assign here 50, and then shall assign it not and put the comma at the end. Then we have the ISBN with data type varchar as well. Yes, I need fit 20. Yes. And then let's add the publisher ID. It be int. Okay. And 20 also. We shall have I think that's it. Close the bracket, terminate, and enter. So we have successfully created table book. So it's describe table. So we say describe, then you put the table name, which is book, and terminate. So that's table book. So that shows how we can create a table in database programming. I think we should add like another table to help us with the editing that we shall use. So say create table, we shall put, let's put librarian, terminate. Oh, we didn't add the entities. Create table, librarian, open bracket. So let's put in its entities. Have librarian, librarian ID, and this has data type int with auto increment, so this should be our primary key. Our primary key is the unique identifier for that entity. So it's a unique identifier. Go to the next. Let's add name with data type varchar. Let's have names like Akamutesa the second. So it's a combination of alphabet and numeric. So that's why we put it as varchar to cater for such names. Okay, let's also add the phone. You might realize I sometimes use uppercase when naming these entities, sometimes lowercase, but it doesn't matter though, since SQL it's not case sensitive, so it is okay to use such to mix them. Let us describe librarian as well. Librarian, and see what it will bring us. So that's it. So we have so far shown how to create a database, creating and how it can be used. So use the database name, and how we can create tables and show what the tables contain, which which is which can be shown by using describe table, or show columns from table, put the table name. Yes. So next we are going to have show examples of how you can use the data definition, language commands, and data manipulation language commands. So we're going to start with the data definition language commands. Those include create, which I've used already, drop, alter, and truncate. So let us first use drop. Okay. You can say drop table, put the table name, we put table, then we add the table name that we want to drop. So let's drop table librarian, I think. And after doing that, you terminate, and let's see. So if it shows this with time taken and rows affected without errors, so yeah, it has worked. So we move on to alter, which changes the structure of the database. So the syntax is alter table, then you put the table name. Let us use table book. It's used with the keyword add. We're going to look at that as well. Let us add genre to our table of book. Show the genre of the book one has taken from the library. Let's give it the type varchar, and the characters are being used. I think there are like 50. And then after that, we terminate, press enter. Okay. And then next we shall have truncate. Now truncate is used to delete all records from a table without deleting the entire table. Okay, let's have truncate. Truncate table. Let us use librarian and see if it will bring any issues, since we have already dropped it. Table librarian. Then you terminate. It's bring error because I already dropped table librarian above. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. If you drop a table, you have erased it, you have deleted it from your database. So let us use truncate table book. And since we have only 2 tables, it seems like all our tables are going to be deleted. Okay, let us terminate. Okay, so far we have no other table. So I think we should create another table to help us to continue with our work. Just create table student open brackets, student ID. So this usually takes a lot of time, but if you had created more tables, we wouldn't be going through this. But I've dropped one of the tables and truncated the other, so we shall need other tables to use as we continue our work. Primary key. Let's have name, varchar, and assign it 50 because there are some people with very long names. Have it not null. Put a comma as we go to the next. Let's have phone, varchar. Let's assign it 15. Close the bracket. Have a closing bracket for the entity. Terminate. And then we describe the table, which is student. That's our other table. So we are done with the data definition language commands. So let's go to the data manipulation language commands, which include we have insert, update, delete, select. So let's start with insert. Insert adds and insert new records into our tables. So I think we should insert a new student. Insert with keyword into. Let's use student because it's the table we have right now. So we use the entities plus all that has been the values that are assigned to them as we're adding these new values. So I have student ID, have the name, and put some commas, comma, phone, and so after that you close the bracket. I think we should go to the next line. Then you remember add insert into, so we need other values that will be inserted. I think to have our work organized, let's use uppercase for the keywords. So you add the values that we need. So an ID, let's give it like a 50. The comma, name, so this should be in brackets. Name Sport Juliet. With a comma. Then phone number, put 07723441, and then we close the bracket. We terminate. Let's see if we won't bring an error. Yes. Okay, so next let's work with update and see what it will do for our database. So update, let's try describing table student and see if the changes have worked. Describe student, terminate. So let's also work with update and see So update works with modifying the existing records in the tables. So let's see how it works. So the syntax is update let's use student, since the other tables were truncated and dropped. So let's use student, enter, use keyword set, it's a name, set name equals, or the name is, let's use Jane, where it's a phone is equal to let's say, okay, yeah, let's use phone is equal to 0772 3. And after that, terminate and see. Okay, so we have so far used insert, update. Let's go to delete. So delete removes records from the table. So let's say delete keyword from student, where let's say where name, and name equals Juliet. I will need to put this in quotes. The values need to be in quotes. Juliet. So that record will be deleted. Let's put terminate and next. So as long as you see that, even if you don't check through your work again, your database, as long as you see that there is time that shows that there are rows affected, that means your query has been applied to your database. So next we shall use select, which is used to retrieve data from our tables or database. So say select all, that shows all, MySQL from, it says student, and then we terminate. So that shows empty set. Yes. So the next part was followed by operators, which involve using and, or, between, and limit. So yes, that's basically what we have covered so far this semester. Thank you everyone. Once again, my name is Nakabuye Juliet, a student at Mbara University of Science and Technology. My registration number is 2023/BIT/165/PS. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos on my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone.